Yo, bantwana basekhaya, like whatever is going on right now with movements and agendas, I'm really triggered, right? I'm triggered about this whole Mo situation. And I'm not saying he's guilty, he's innocent, but I'm triggered by the whole blind belief, where we just feel like we just need to blindly believe someone, and that the dangers thereof that come with that, right? So anyway, let me make a story. Like this is something that has happened in my life for people that are close to me, right? So let me just give these people names, right? So I see there's James, and then there's Zama. Ne? Zama comes into James's life, right? James maybe has a business. James is someone that is a man of integrity. James has a good reputation. James previously got married, took care of his wife like till the end, right? Everyone witnessed it. Everyone spoke of how good James is in life and how he helped his family. James is the person that actually the entire family comes to him for help, helps out, like literally, Then obviously, okay, fine, let's say James divorces the wife, or the wife passes on, or whatever happens, then Zama comes in the picture, right? When Zama comes in the picture, James gives Zama, let's say for example in the business, and he's like, Zama, please run this with me because we are now together, And obviously Zama is now a part of the family. Then Zama comes to the family. Zama comes to the associates, the business associates. Zama comes to the employees and actually tells people, you know what? Oh, James did this and that to me. People instantly believe Uzama. And for me, that is just one of those things that I'm still trying to figure out, and not because of the story Saga Zama no James, but because of what is happening, where people for some reason remove your history, remove your track record, remove the integrity that you fought for, your character. So for me, it's just one of those things like that is so disturbing. It is so disturbing that someone can wake up one morning and just be filled with whatever, like hurt or whatever, that they can literally destroy someone's life. What I want to find out, like it's for me, it's like, so you guys are not even gonna give this person a chance. For example, in this instance, James, you guys are not gonna give James a chance to even take account, because when you start saying to this person, when Zama comes to you, for example, and says, you know what, James did this, James, you've been with James for 40 years, you've been with James for 20 years, you've worked with James, for James, you've been James's sibling, right? You know his history. So for you to come and say, I've cancelled you, I don't even want to hear what happened, that's not giving someone a chance to take account, a chance for someone to have accountability of their actions. Because when you say that, you are even shutting down you having to actually question that person. So for you not to even go to that person, Haibo, what is this that I hear? Because I've never seen you do like this. What is this that I hear? You need to get your act together, or you need to go to the courts or whatever. If there's a case against you, you are not even giving that person a chance to even explain, and not explain in terms of worming their way out, but for you to get clarity on what really happened, whether the person is going to face the consequences of their actions, or whether this person has been lied on, So it's disturbing how people are blindly following, blindly believing, like you are afraid to express what you feel. Are you afraid to think independently, like to be in a position where it's like, okay, I'm receiving this information, let me go and ask this person. I'm receiving this information, let me go find out, so that I make sure this person takes accountability of their actions. You know what I mean? So we are just in this wavelength where it's like, the fact that so many people are blind believing is just like, is this where our society is heading? Are these the people that are heading companies? Are these the leaders? Are these the people that, it's just so mind-boggling. Like, it's like, this person is a parent. This person never once thought of asking whoever if that is the case. So this means this person is the very same person that goes to school when they are told your child is a bully, and you go there and you're just like, not my child, and you're trying to defend your child, because it's like, I'm gonna believe, I'm not even gonna ask whatever it is in me that says believe this person, without even investigating, without even thinking, without even going to ask. It's just that, and that is the truth, that is the Bible, that is the gospel, and that is it. Guys, are we led by people like that? Because if the majority, for example, situation like James, the majority of the people in that business, in that company, left with Uzama because they were like, no ways, we cannot be led by someone who you tell us did this, even though we've never heard any story, even though, but we are refusing. We as a family, Zama, thank you for coming to us with this story. As a family, we are no longer going to talk to James. We're only going to come to him when we need something, because he's that person that is just a nice person, and because of his integrity and his character. We've seen him throughout the ages, you know. We've seen how he's treated other people, how he's treated his previous wife and his family. Like we've never heard of anything. But you, Zama, are saying this. We've not witnessed this. You are saying this. We're not even gonna ask our brother. We're not even gonna ask him. He's guilty in our eyes. He's innocent when we need something from him. What's sad also is the casualties. What's sad is the casualties, because there are children involved. There are employees, for example, that were depending on this person because they obviously were employed by him or her, you know. And that is the sad part. The sad part is the casualties, because of someone that refused to deal with something, or that was vindictive or bitter, or someone that is just carrying a Jezebelic spirit. Guys, I believe in those spirits. I believe not in them, but I believe they exist because of how people move on this earth, you know, led by control, manipulation. And when things don't go their way, they feel like, you know what, everyone will experience the wrath and the turmoil that I'm experiencing inside of me, you know. So with that one person's decision, all of that literally turns around. The casualties, guys, that's what I'm actually sympathizing for. The children that will have to carry that your dad was, you are a child of, you know, your mom is, you are a child of, just merely because someone is refusing to deal with their issues in a very healthy way, you know. So it's like, nope, I'm feeling this, and everyone, I am going to make sure that they feel what they feel. I'm not going to deal with it in a healthy manner. I'm not going to healing what? I'm going to make sure that everyone around me dies because of what I'm experiencing. So, and in most cases, the person that is actually the said victim is the one that usually has a reputation. You would never hear of someone that has such things or whatever accusations. They are never people that are like, okay, we've never heard something weird of them, or we've never had an experience of us questioning their mental, you know, their mental stability or such, you know. And then for me, it's like, then why is the person that has a track record of good is the one that is not believed, but the one that a couple of people have said this and that, or they've done a couple of things to a couple of people, that is the person that is believed? I'll make an example with James and Uzama. James, there's never been an accusation of anything of a nature of some sort, right? But Uzama, even from the family Yakazama, when Babu James went to go and knock and say, I want to marry Uzama, the family was like, are you sure? Because we as a family are struggling to understand this person. We as a family are divided at times because of what Zama would say to this one and that one, and would bring us into like a division in this family. Even Zama's father told Babu James, I see you're a nice person, but my daughter is struggling with certain things. But hey, if you feel when you are called to take care of Uzama, maybe help her out, then it's on you. Do you understand that this person, Uzama, the family knows her? She's a person that is vindictive, she's a person that is divisive, she's a person that, you know what I mean? But Uzama, when Zama says something and accuses, everyone decides to believe Uzama. However, Babu James, that everyone knows, Babu James, you know what, from the business, from the company, we've seen his you know, his heart. But because Usi Zama says this, let's go. That is another weird part. And it's just crazy how the world is moving. And guys, things are spiritual. I mean, there are things that I will pray about before I even speak or before I even act, because I see how things are moving and agendas that are being put out there, you know, to bring a certain gender or a certain society down. And I just need for us to be awake, guys. I need for us to think for ourselves. I can't believe that a majority of people is refusing to even have an opinion of themselves. Like, they'd rather blindly follow just for the fear of being, I don't know, the fear of missing out on being a majority. Then you'd rather lose your voice, you'd rather lose your ability to think on your own. That is crazy. That is crazy. And what about accountability? What about the selective accountability? Because I believe if you come and you mess up someone's life deliberately, intentionally, and it is found out that it was not the case, some sort of accountability also needs to take place from this person, you know, that has accused this said victim. You can't just be like, oh, it was a moment of this, it was a moment of weakness, it was a moment of emotions, and I mean, sorry, man. Sorry your family fell apart, sorry your business collapsed, I mean, sorry people mistrust you now, sorry that your children are affected, sorry that there are bullies now in your children's schools because of that, sorry that you had to take your children out of this school because they are now affected. Sorry, life goes on. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, can't you just accept it? Guys, there are people that live like that, and I just feel like there needs to be accountability. The selective accountability is not working, guys. It is not working. Everyone that puts themselves in a certain situation needs to understand there are consequences that follow that. Whether you are lying or whether you have done something to someone, there just needs to be consequences to every action, guys. There's no way that you can just move on with life and with this small situation, you know, TollA Mo. Like, I'm here not to talk about who's right, who's wrong, but I'm here to mention the blind believing, you know, and to urge and to actually ask that, can we at least stop it? You know, can we at least give people a chance? We in this world of accountability, you need to take accountability, but accountability, I also need to say to you, Guti, I'm bringing this to the table, account for it, you know. So when we are blind believing and we say, I believe this person, I don't even want to hear the other person saying something, then it means we don't believe in accountability, because I need to come to you and ask you, Haibo, what's this that I hear, so that you can account. But we're not even giving that person an opportunity of the Haibo, what's this I hear, because it's like, okay, it's been said, I'm going, nobody can stop me, you know. So, but you know what, because God doesn't like ugly, guys. I've seen a lot of people that move like that. They are miserable. I'm not celebrating their misery, but I'm just saying, Guti, please look at the fruits as well. You know, when you are someone that is blindly following someone, look at the fruits of the trajectory of their lives. Like, you would really understand that there's no way that God is on this person's side and this person is still miserable, this person is hurting, this person, everywhere they go, they're just making sure that everyone that they come across is miserable, and they don't have peace. They don't have peace. There's something about that you can see, which, you know what, because when it comes to God and how he is just, God is very fair, God is very just, and whatever it is, that is a law that he has placed on the universe, where it's like the law of sowing. You are going to reap exactly what you sow. The people that are miserable, that have sown misery, that have sown being divided, making people divided, and all of those things, they are reaping their fruits of their labor, guys. When you see someone you've once believed and you thought this, and their life is miserable, their lives is not moving and whatever, you must start asking those questions. You must start actually asking yourself, hey, did I even believe someone that is ought to be believed? Because there's no way that God vindicates, there's no way that God fights for you, and when you are still miserable, when you are still eating bitter fruit, there's no way. And you find that the people that were accused, the accusers, the accused are the ones that are actually finding justice, if I could put it that way, like after a long time, because obviously the noise has to come down, you know, for God to vindicate, for God to be a fair and just God in people's lives. So sometimes let's look at those things and understand that God is not a fool, guys. God is not a fool. God is not a fool, and God will make sure. And no matter how long it takes, it can take 5 years, and it can take 10 years, but you will see with the fruits that this person, like, God shows them that he's there for them. You know, for example, with James, like, God is showing James, which I'm there for you. James is at peace. James is moving up in his life. James, yes, he's lost, but there are people, the very few people that stuck behind James, you know. There's movement. There's something that says God is there. But when it comes to Sizama is still gossiping. Sizama is still causing division. Sizama, instead, there are so many people that are now coming out that are like, yo, Minu Sizama being a believer. But the way she comes, even in the workplace, the way she comes, even in the people that she encounters, the new businesses the contracts, but the people that are in Zama's space are saying this about Zama. Those are the fruits of the labor, and Zama is miserable. Zama makes sure that everyone that is happy, she will make sure she will break it down. Those are the fruits, guys. Fruits don't lie. Fruits don't lie. That's what I know about fruits. They don't lie. What you sow is what you will reap. That is a law and a principle that God has put. You will not sow banana seeds and reap mango fruits. The very same way, if you sow kindness, you will reap kindness. When you sow kindness, don't expect to reap money. When you sow money, you will reap money. You know? So, yeah, I guess that is just my plea, guys. Let us be okay with thinking. Let us be okay with not being wolves, guys. And God works things out for good, because, I mean, if people are able to just leave you like that with just a word from someone that they've hardly known, to turn you against a person that you don't even want to question, but you know their integrity and character and all of those things, then you were a wolf in the first place. So it's good that God will remove those wolves. Things work out together for good, but the casualties, guys. So think about those things, you know. Think about those things before you do a lot of things. A lot of I believe blindly. So with pride, I don't even need for this person to go to court. I don't even need for this person to be. I'm going to believe. Hey, watch out, guys. Watch out, because the sad part about it all is that you could be in the very same situation the next year, with your child, with your son, with your daughter, with your business, same situation, and you will need people to believe you, and they will not be available, because the fruits, you would be eating the fruits of your labor in that moment. So think about it, guys. Anyway, let's do better. Let's allow people to account, because we are most people that you need to accountability, you know. We are there, so let us show it. Hey, bye bye, guys.